It was shortly before Christmas, on a dark, chilly December night, when the calls came flooding in. It was December 11th, 2002, around 7:20 p.m., when Surrey police received what was later described as a frenzy of calls. A car had been seen veering sharply off the road near the A3 in Burpham. Headlights blazing, it tore down the slope, around 100 meters before an emergency slip road. Concerned drivers reported the incident, describing what looked like a terrible accident. But when police arrived, they found nothing. No tire marks, no broken foliage, and no car waiting for rescue. With nothing found that night, officers decided to try again in daylight. The next day, under a cold December sky, the search resumed, but even in the light, no evidence of an accident could be found. But then, as officers widened their search, they stumbled upon something far more sinister. There, buried under a thick layer of undergrowth and dirt, was a maroon Vauxhall Astra, hidden only about 20 meters from the initial report. But this car hadn't crashed recently. The vehicle looked like it had been sitting there for months, untouched, unseen, and inside, a discovery even more chilling. The body of a man, badly decomposed, lay nearby. He'd seemingly attempted to crawl up the slope, but never made it. Dental records would soon confirm the identity of the man as 21-year-old Christopher Brian Chandler from Middlesex. He'd been on the run since July, a suspect in a robbery case, and had vanished without a trace just after. Christopher's story was already filled with mystery. He'd been out drinking with friends one night in Hounslow, West London, then disappeared. Phone records revealed one last haunting clue. Shortly before he vanished, Christopher had dialed his brother, a call that lasted less than a second before it disconnected. No one would ever know if he meant to say goodbye, or if it was a desperate cry for help. But this is where the story becomes truly chilling. The reports from that December night in 2002 of a car veering off the road with blazing headlights, those reports didn't involve Christopher's car at all. The car that callers reported on the night of December 11th was nowhere to be found. Yet somehow, it led police to a crash site that had seemingly been hidden for months. A phantom crash, pointing them to a body that had lain undiscovered. To this day, no one can explain why multiple people saw a car crashing on the exact same stretch of road where Christopher's body lay hidden. Had his spirit, or some unknown force, led the police to the site of his lonely end? Was it his last attempt to reach out for closure? The phantom car wreck of Surrey remains unsolved, a ghostly tale that haunts the A3 to this day. No evidence of another car, no marks of a crash that night in December 2002. But the discovery of Christopher's body brought closure to a family who feared they'd never know what happened. Sometimes, it seems, those who are lost find ways to make themselves seen, even if it's from beyond the grave. To this day, the mystery of the phantom car wreck of Surrey remains unsolved. Was it fate, a haunting, or something beyond explanation? Would you dare drive down the A3 alone at night? Share your theories in the comments below, and thank you for subscribing.